Hello, and thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thanks, it means a lot. So today I want to dive into how to use a dial indicator. This particular one happens to be a dial indicator with a clamp on it, and I have it hooked up just on a jack stand. And I'm about to test the runout of my Ammco brake lathe machine. I'm fortunate enough to have one, and it's a little used and abused. I'm going around and starting to replace parts on it, so I figure why not check the arbor runout. And this tool is good basically for anything that you need to check surface conditions of, whether it be a rotor, the arbor like this. You can check heights of things like pistons and valve clearance, so it's a very good tool to have. So I'm going to zoom in on it and let's get over here and see. It should focus in. There we go. I'm going to get a little closer probably, make it a little easier to read. Alright. As you can see, there's a slight preload on it, so you always want to preload these things, and the little needle is sitting down on the brake lathe arbor, and I'm checking the total runout on it to make sure that it's not going to put any vibration or surface irregularities in the item that I'm actually going to machine on it, whether it be a drum, a rotor, a flywheel, whatever gets on there. So I'm going to zoom in so we can check this. Alright. And you can see it's kind of rocking back and forth almost, and that's due to temperature and different variations of things, and a number of things can cause that. That's a little better picture there. Let me zero this out, or get it as close to zero as I can. Alright, that's about on zero there. There we go. So I'm going to turn the machine on and we're going to let it stabilize and check out. Now, like I said, this machine's used and old, and a lot of things on the cabinet shouldn't be on there, so there's going to be some vibrations in it, but we'll check the overall run out and see exactly how true this thing is. The machine is probably 20 years old, easy. Okay, so we have it on and it's kind of stabilized, so I'll bring it over to the zero so it's a little easier to read. And there it is. And you can see it's bouncing off the zero, and it's about 1,000th runoff, maybe a little less than 1,000th. So that's actually pretty good. You know, 1,000th is quite small. So we'll stop it. And you see it goes right back on the zero. We'll start it back up. And again, the deflection is minimal. I'm talking less than 1,000th of an inch. So that's actually very good. Again, we'll shut it down again. Let it settle. Let's see if I can get a better view. I'll have that thing's recording good. So the main thing with setting up one of these is you want to get it on a fixed spot, not on the object that you're actually measuring, because especially something like a brake lathe that's going to vibrate. So I just have that off on a jack stand, and you really want everything super tight, all the clamps and the holding fixtures for the dial indicator, all that has to be super tight, and you want to put a slight preload on it. If you see, I'll lift this up, it actually rests somewhere around 72 thousandths normally sitting, so you want to put a little preload on it. And we preloaded it, get it back to zero again. And as you can see, it'll go back and kind of find its way back again. I disturbed it, but it's still bouncing within less than 1/1000th of an inch. So it's in good shape. Basically, that's the way you check runout on things. You just want to put a little load on it and see exactly how that surface is doing. And the surface that you're actually going to be testing, you want it free and smooth of any rust, oils, solvent, you know, whatever. Take some brake clean, wipe it off. What I like to do is I like to wipe it off with some brake clean. If there's any rust, I'll hit it with some WD-40. If WD-40 doesn't get it off, then I'll take some fine emery cloth or 3000 grit and I'll just buff it off and check the surface. You can also use this to check the rotor runout, like I said, flywheel runout, piston to deck clearance, whole bunch of stuff. So tune into my other videos and you'll see this tool getting used. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.